Everybody, so today I am going to be making some wax. Today we're just going to be doing scent shots. I will do another video of making candles. I am still learning, very much learning, but I ordered this kit off of eBay, and it was from the Virginia Candle Company. And in that kit, I got some wax. It came with these wicks. Sorry, guys. Came with the wicks, some dye chips to color the wax. It came with an instruction sheet on how to make wax. I did buy a thermometer. It was best, I was told, to get a candy thermometer. I found this at Walmart for like $3 or $4. You have to have a scale because you have to weigh everything out, and you have to have fragrance oils. So what we're going to use today is the fragrance oils that came with the soy kit that I bought. And this one is called Dr. Feels Good. And we're going to follow the recipe here, which says we're going to weigh out about 6 ounces of wax. And then I also am going to weigh out my fragrance oil, which it says do a 1/2 ounce of fragrance oil. So we're going to measure that out as well. All right, so let me go get the big old bag of wax so we can measure that out. And I already have a pot of water on the stove. I have these Pyrex dishes so we can do the double boil method. And you have to make sure you temperature. So far, the first thing it says is to heat wax up into 185. So right now I'm going to go grab the wax, and I have the water heating up on the stove. I don't know if you guys can see, but this is what the wax looks like. It comes in this big bag. I ordered a 10-pound bag of wax. And we're going to cut our scale on. Sorry. And we're going to measure out 6 ounces. Now, if anybody is interested, I will go back and research and find the link to this particular place where I got it. I think it was like $45 shipped, and I got 10 pounds of wax, and it came with 10 fragrance oils, and you get to choose your fragrance oils. Haha. Darn it, thought I had it. Now I don't got it. The struggles, right? Now I got it. All right, so I have 6. Let me stop touching it. Okay. Now I have 6 ounces of wax. And what I am going to do, I need another cup, is measure out my fragrance. Okay, so I'm going to cut my scale on. We're going to do Dr. Feelgood. I always hit the camera, guys. Ooh, this smells good. So what we're going to do is measure out Oh, I made a mess. Hold on. Okay, had to clean up my mess. So we're at 45. All right, we're at 50. Now I'm going to put the wax on the stove, and we're going to melt it down, and we're going to temperature to 185. All right, guys. Oopsie. All right, I hit the camera as always. All right, so we are off the stove, and it is at the temperature, oh, you can't really see it on camera, that we want it at, which was 185. So now this is the time. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is the time that I will put my dye chips that it came within. And I want to color this a very light blue. So what I'm going to do is, this is the blue. I'm going to take a piece and break it in half, because a whole one of these will cover a pound of wax, but I'll do that on another day. So we're going to dump that in there. And it just dissolves on its own. So we're going to let that dissolve. And then we're going to wait till the wax cools down to at least 165. I'm going step by step by this sheet. So we're going to wait till it cools down to 165. And then we are going to add our fragrance. And we're just going to stir. See, it's turning a really nice blue. Alright, so I am going to be back. We're going to be back. Alright, so the wax is cooled to a temperature that we want. So I'm going to set our thermometer to the side. And I'm going to grab a stirrer. I use popsicle sticks, but we're going to grab a stirrer. And what I'm going to do is we're going to pour our fragrance in, since we are at the temperature that I like, which is 165. Oh my goodness, this smells like a good old man. I love me some manly scents. So we want to make sure all of our fragrance is in, and you just want to continuously stir to make sure your wax is binded with the fragrance. And this could take a minute. I'm going to stir for about 2 minutes, but I'm not going to bring you guys along for that. It's kind of boring seeing me sit here stir. So I'm going to stir this until I like, and I'm going to let it continuously cool down to at least 110 to 120, which is what our paper says, and then I'll pour. Okay, so now we are at our desired temperature, which is 120, which is what I like to pour at. And what I'm going to do is slide our little scent shots in. By the way, don't know if I mentioned, I am using soy wax. So I'm just going to pour. And what I like to do is let them sit for a little bit, and then I'll top them with some glitter. And I need one more cup. Alright, so we were able to get 4 scent shots out of this, and then one of these is not filled all the way to the top, but that is going to be for me to test out. I like to make sure that I test everything before I send it out to customers. So right now I'm going to let these cool for a little bit, and then I'm going to top them with some glitter, and then I'll be back to show you guys what they look like. I'll show you when I top them with glitter too. Okay, now that they are almost set, I'm going to take my purple glitter and just put a little bit on top just to give it a little bit of color. Alright, and that is our scent shots. I'm going to get them labeled and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So they are cooled. As you can see, they turned this really pretty blue. I'm putting my label, this is Ashley's Home Creations, on them. And I'm not putting it on this one because this is for me to sample. But that is the label. Well, that's what they're going to look like. That's it closed. And then I have the label that says Handmade with Love, Dr. Feelgood. And I have the pour date. And there we go. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Bye. You have to let these cure for at least 2 to 3 weeks to get good throw. Bye.